play football.
Football.
We play football.
Mondays we work. It's our first time being out here all summer, but we usually come out here every week.
When working on cars can be too much, sometimes we gotta blow off some steam, and that's exactly what we're gonna do here today. Now let me explain a little bit here. We play 6-on-6 usually. We're playing 5-on-5 in this video. We play 5 plays to get across the 50, 10 plays to score, 2-hand touch, and sometimes you'll see us throw on some flags. Now I'm playing corner in this video, and that's me that just got toasted on the out route but chased down the receiver. Now I'll introduce you to all of these players one at a time, and some of them will be here every week and some of them won't. And speaking of every week, not every week will we play. We'll play at least 2 or 3 times a month, but not every single week because, you know, we got lives to live. Now we didn't have any rushers today, so it was very easy quarterback, and as you can see, we're throwing deep passes all over the place. And there's also only 5 defenders, which makes everything that much easier. Now I thread the needle there for a 2-point conversion, and then we just start to go into a shootout here. I mean, Don flips one over to his son Cam in the American flag shorts there. He barely stays in bounds. Then I flip one over to my buddy Malik here, who takes it in for 6. Then Don comes right back to this guy named Derek, who ends the show early, but we'll get to that later. Then I drive down the field. We had a drop or 2, no big deal. We still got in the end zone and was still able to get the 2. I have no idea what the score is at this point, but we'll get to that later. And it doesn't really matter yet because we're just tossing the ball around, and it only matters when we get down to the end. Now we take a brief intermission because everybody needs a little bit of water. And we decide we're going to run a couple more series, and then we'll see where we're at and see who's going to win the game. Now I was wheeling and dealing out here today. I had passes all over the field. I was feeling really good about how I was throwing all day long. And Don was kind of matching me, going right down the field, taking shots deep, making great passes. The ball came off our hands really great. It was really great weather, so it was really nice to throw in. Now you can see some of these catches and some of these plays start to get a little slower as we get going along, and that's because we're tired. We've been running and working all week, so, you know, playing football on a Sunday does wear us out a little bit, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You'll see guys get a little laxed, and that's why we're making such easy throws here. But once we get down to the nitty-gritty, guys really start playing. And look at some of these throws that we're making. I mean, docked, right on the money. And we missed the 2 there, which becomes important because we are only up by 4, and after Don throws his pick to Malik, everybody thinks the game's over because all we got to do is hold the ball and drive down the field and score one more time. But on this final play here, I see Mike open for the touchdown, and I just hang it up a little short. And Derek in the black hoodie, he makes a great play on the ball. And then at this point, I'm thinking, oh, I'm just going to tag Derek, and then we can stop him on defense. But he makes another incredible play by throwing it back to Cameron in the American flag shorts, who I cannot chase down, and we end up losing the game. And at least it's not all bad because both quarterbacks did end up throwing a pick to end the day.
You know, we played a good game out there all day, threw great. Very proud of my performance up until the last throw. Had a couple touchdowns, had some really good drives today. Guys made great catches, they ran good routes all day long. You know, it just sucks we came up short in the end, you know what I mean? Anyways, you know, have to get back to the grindstone this week. See if we can come back out next week and maybe we'll get the best of them. Today they got the best of us, you know, it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but overall I'm happy with the outing. We'll catch y'all next week. Stay dirty and subscribe.